What's the deal, everybody? How's everybody doing? You guys hear me? Huh? Yes? No? You guys hear me? Yes? No? Oh yeah, you hear me. No. Okay. Typically, I hear myself better than right now. Yeah, on YouTube, loud and clear. You guys hear me on Zoom? You guys hear me now? On Zoom? I need to be hear you on Zoom. Alright, there we go. Thank you. So, what's up, Nasia? How's it going? What up, everybody? Tom, 10 pips, Captain. Let's see what's going on today. So, the weekly has flipped. A fake flip, probably. That's because I think that's for tonight. Yeah, I think we'll still come back up. Hold on. Let's see what. Yeah. Coming back down in range on the monthly. Closed below range. Closed really strong. Did we break the previous 4-hour low here? No, not yet. Alright, so we got a previous 4-hour that was bullish, closed with a very small top wick, and also had a very small bottom wick. So highly likely we end up coming back down and retest that area. Small top wick indicates that we didn't have much range, so now we flip, and this indicates that there wasn't many orders grabbed, right? On the 4-hour, very little wick here. Highly likely we'll come back and grab those orders. Why? Because this was the beginning of the candle, this was the end of the candle. That's why those things mean what they mean, and not the same thing on both ends. Okay, solid level. Okay, when's the last time we actually came down in this area? Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, seems valid. Really want to see what we're mirroring here. I think this range is pretty solid. All right, we're gonna wait how we close here. Maybe on the 30. I don't know about the 15. Yeah. Okay, so if we're able to close below 2002 here, because it seems every time we do, we end up filling the range down. If we're able to close below 2002.155, I'm going to look for a top wick on the next 30, not on this 30, on the next 30. And a flip, and we'll take either a top wick or a flip. We'll see how it forms, how steep the bottom wick on this 30 will be. But until then, I think it's highly likely we still end up re-breaking the current candle highs, or maybe if it's not on this candle, it might be on the next candle. If we respect 2002.15, I think once we start closing above 06093, we can start looking for buys. Let's see up to where. Okay. Okay. This is where I believe we'll stick around for the evening between these two ranges, between 02 and 09.5, but we'll see. If we start breaking outside of them, that's clear indication of volume and direction. For now, I think this is the range we'll stick around in. Let's see if we can come back up and retest 09 here. It's a pretty decent rejection. Off the 5. Daily flipped, right? Look at this. Drove, but never filled the wick. Now it's rejecting. So I believe if it rejects here, we're going to have to come back up and make a steeper wick just because, right? If we've... Right? Because if we've tapped here and all we could do was come down here and we reject, we probably need to come up higher, somewhere in here. And I think we'll do that before we drive for the daily, so we'll probably end up filling the wick, but this is just too soon. It'll tap, come back up here, London, grab orders, right, and then if it drives, then great, we'll catch the volume and direction move when we're sure of it. Once the market starts really filling the range here, and we'll take it with momentum to 96, 95 areas. So, I mean, we won't miss it if it drives now, but I believe we still have to come up and create a steeper top wick. And if the 4-hour closes somewhat doji or weak bearish, we might make a bottom wick here at 9 p.m. Right? And watch how this forms. I think I went over this once before, but a lot of times you'll get the candle eventually will look like this, right? This is what we might get the next hour, or the next 4 hour, just to come up and grab these areas to actually retest the lows and drive. So while it does this, be very careful. It's not guaranteed that it does this, but a lot of times what it'll do is it'll come up, right? It looks like it's pushing bullish, and it'll come down, flip, drive down it. And a lot of times if it doesn't break this high, sometimes it'll reject somewhere here or here, right? Create a bottom wick and then drive up, and it'll eventually look like the candle that we just drew. It'll eventually look like that. But if it does end up breaking this high initially and then flipping, then it's highly likely driving down, because it's grabbing orders above here that you didn't grab on the initial drive in order to be able to do that. So you follow the logic? By the way, you guys can unmute and open up your cams if you want to. So this is what we're looking for. The 4-hour close is going to be a really strong indication of what we're doing, but let's see, like the 30 leaves plenty of room for opportunity. We just need some closures. Until then, I got it should be pretty straightforward, and I got Sunday Night Football. And I got 3 kids falling asleep on a school night type of evening. I'm going to see if we establish support here. Look, the previous hourly had also no bottom wick, so I thought we were going to re-break the 4-hour low here on this and flip quickly, but we won't. Yeah, because at this point, right, at this point, buys make sense as the previous 4-hour was bullish, so if we find a support and we drive up, it makes sense. But there's only 45 minutes left in the 4-hour candle, so the biggest, I guess, number one thing that makes sense here, I think, is wait for the 4-hour close. Eagles? Nah, I'm rooting for the refs. Honestly, Philly is wild. Like their fan base, it's fucking scary to go there. Right? It's fucking scary. Does not feel welcoming at all. But like, I'm a huge Jalen Hurts fan. I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan. I've rooted for him since college, since Alabama. I was so upset when Tua took over. I've rooted for him when he had the long hair and when he went through the transfer portal, and I thought he was gonna, oh man, I thought he was gonna go to the ship with them. It's just, I've rooted for him like the entire come up. So I'm rooting for him to win a Super Bowl this year. Like I think it's about like they've been so good so long for these last few years, not so long, but a few years. Like this is their peak. They gotta announce their arrival. They gotta fucking win a championship. And I think this is the year that like last year they were dangerous. This year they're really dangerous. But here's the thing: Cowboys are playing out of their mind this year too. So no one expected the Cowboys. I think people expected the Eagles, not really the Cowboys, to be playing well. But I think I'm rooting for the Eagles. And they on the road. You know who's been playing out of their mind? Brock Purdy. Purdy had a crazy game again today. Man. I don't know what they be putting in the Wheaties in San Francisco. But Purdy's been playing out of his mind. Head and shoulders in the hourly. I mean, yeah, maybe I see it. What, the wick down here? It's not, but it's not really a closure. Maybe if it's a strong closure. Maybe if you close above 2006, got two here. And it depends when it closes and which time frame it closes on, right? Let's take a look at this. This hourly has no top wick. At some point, you feel like it's going to come up and grab some orders. Right? And if it doesn't, this 30 or the next hourly, if it happens on the next hourly, then it falls in line with the 4-hour closing bearish, right? The hourly will close bearish below range here, and then you don't have a top wick on the previous hourly. Right, so if the next candle's the week, this is where we can attempt a wick entry, where if we do close like this, then the 4-hour will close really bearish, and if we open with a top wick first, the hourly will also close with no top wick. There was no orders grabbed here, so anything above here we take an entry, expecting this. That's if it happens. It's not likely to happen in this case because I don't think we'll close this bearish on this current hourly, this current 4-hour. The daily, it's Sunday, the week's only starting. It's the first few hours of the week. We typically need to come up to the 4-hour high as the 4-hour previous support to make a resistance, right? To form a resistance. And then drive for the daily, which it'll do that typically through the night, through London session, and then for New York, you really see the drive. It'll typically do that, not all the time, it'll typically do that in this situation when the market looks like this. Right. It'll typically come up and grab more orders. This is just, it's grabbing all the GGs, right? Everyone who's got the jitters, the GGs. The GGs are bad. So the market's taking everyone out with the GGs to come back up. That's what I believe is happening. So we got 40 minutes on this hourly. I expect this will flip bullish at some point. Highly likely we got a bottom wick on the next 4, come up higher, and continue on up to 2014 to make a decision, 2015. What up, Shama? Rohit? Wheat, I think. I think not. This week looks interesting with its folders. Yeah, this week be folding. This week be red folding. Let's see what goes on. Tomorrow, nothing. Tuesday, CPI, 8:30. Oh shit! Who's gonna be watching FOMC at 2:30? I think Don's gonna be streaming that. Should be interesting. Yeah. or a wild week ahead. Only Monday we got a chill day, and I think we'll move on Monday too. Within the range, but we'll still move. The ranges are massive. But the rest of the week, hopefully we got a runner. Yeah. Would you think we'd have 2015, 2022 areas based on the weekly? Yes, it might not happen this week. It might happen the week after that. I think we still do. I think we need to come up there to grab orders before we drive. Right? We're either going to come up, make new highs in the new year, which I also believe will happen. But look at the monthlies. They need an area to drive off of. I think that's where we need to go back up to 2015 area. This is just a little bit of nonsense before that happens. If our technical analysis is correct, right? And there's the kickoff. That's crazy. I think this game could mean the difference between first seed and fifth seed in the NFC. Not at the moment, but eventually, I think at the end of the year, this could be the game that separates the first seed and the fifth seed. They might end up with the same record and just a tiebreaker. If hypothetically the 4-hour closed above 2006, would you look for a bottom wick entry at 036? If the 4-hour here closes above 2006, I'm taking a buy off the rip. I'm not waiting. It depends how it closes. Let's see. So we've established an hourly high here, right? So ideally we get a top wick to 2006.17 here. Okay. All right. So if we close on the 4-hour above here, I'm off the rip. If we close on the 4-hour below here, I would look for a bottom wick. And I would look for that to be formed before we drive up. And I would look for that bottom wick to be roughly at these areas, right? 02, 02.8. If we can do that before we drive up, great. Ideally, we break the previous 4-hour low. Yeah, you know, I would say that would be even better because we've rejected here already. If we can break the previous 4-hour low without making a top wick here, if it's just a straight drive down before making a top wick, I think I would take a buy as we start breaking the previous 4-hour low at 0201. Understanding we're going to come up and grab more liquidity. What up, Javier? But if we close above 07.1, because that's also the hourly high, the 30-minute high, right? If we close above there, and the 4-hour would close bullish in that case, extremely bullish, then I would take a buy off the rip, expecting us to just fly up and tap to 2009.5 before making any kind of decision. Would you be taking it off the rip since it was able to reject the last 30 minutes of the 4-hour and close above, hence off the rip since there's lots of volume in the market? I'm taking it because if we close that bullish, we're either going to make a bottom wick then drive, which means you guys will be angry for a little bit. We'll be in some drawdown, and then we'll either have pineapples or, you know, we'll just watch it eventually flip and drive, or it'll just come up off the rip and grab orders. But the reason I'm going to do it off, I'm going to take a buy off the rip if this hourly does close above there, which is highly unlikely. You gotta understand this is the last 30 here. Oh wait, wrong color. I mean wrong thing. Here we go. Right, because if this hourly does close above there, this means we're looking like this. We're not all of a sudden at the last. If we're gonna do that in the last 30 minutes of this hourly candle and 4-hour candle with the 4-hour, is gonna end up looking massively bullish then, right? Like this. Most likely typically what happens in these situations, I've mentioned this guy to you guys before, either on Don's stream or on my stream. Typically what happens is it'll do this off the rip and then make a decision whether it comes back down or whatever, but it'll do that off the rip. If it does come down, it'll make a decision, but it'll need to come back up to these areas, break them before eventually driving. But as you can see, the previous 30 has closed bare, no top wick. We might be able to establish a support here. What's this range? 12. If this was New York session, I might even consider sells here because if we got a top wick for the previous 30 and then flip here, on the flip of that, I think we'll fill the range here. It's got some range here, 15 pips. And then, you know, maybe get lucky with a runner and it'll fill the rest of the range, 60, 70 pips. But, oh, there he goes. So it's really filling this range. In New York, I would be more comfortable with this with the volume, but right now we didn't have a top wick. It's just driving. But technically, it just makes sense to retap there before making a decision. Makes sense to come down here again. What's the range down here? 65 pips. See what happens. I think if we get a really bearish closure to below 2002.15, we're not going to need much of a top wick. It's going to be, it might be a small top wick for the initial drive to fill the range, and then it'll need a steeper top wick. What I'm looking at is right, if we don't close too far below here, or even if we do, this is a big liquidity grab on the 4 hour if it does close like this. Right? If it does close like this, if we start like this, I'm gonna look for a sell right there to take us down, but at least to the next resistance. It's already 15 to 20 pips just before it makes it, just within this small range. So it's not going to need much of a top wick, but we're going to grab an order at 2002.1.15 if we close below there. Because then, yeah, on the 4 hour, it might grab top wicks, bottom wicks, but I think that little range on the 30 and the 1 we'll be able to fill. Oh, Dallas scored first possession. Sad. How sad. Bang! Hit him. Oh, missed it. Yeah, he's talking mad shit on the sidelines. I love it. See, we're respecting this 4-hour level at 2002 so far. We must wait. I must wait. How's the goats? Yeah, I take my daughter takes horseback riding lessons on the weekends, and yeah, when she has no school, and there's always goats there, so I just be chilling with the goats. Be chilling with the rest of the goats. It was fun. Ooh, what a beast. Need some AI generated captions. You have no sound? We can't hear you, or you can't hear us. Which one is it? First and 20 for what? Yo. Why? Why? Fuck. Let the man throw. Do that for no reason. First and 20. How would you sneak the quarterback or whatever? Let the man throw. This 1 minute is wilding out right here. There we go. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. I heard that. Something definitely boomed on the other side of this wall for a second. I think my kids are trying to add a window to the property. You know how that be. Them little arts and crafts projects the kids play. All of a sudden you got an extra set of doors, a new balcony, some windows. Alright, pushing last 15 of this 4 hour. Ooh, previous 15 closed. No bottom wick. Rejection City. We still wait. This is the part of the market I believe we're in right now. Right? More specifically, this part. This is what I believe where we're going to it. At the very least here. Before making that drive down here. was our last trade on Asian session? Was it Tuesday, Monday, or Tuesday here? I know we haven't set up for Asian in a couple of days. Can we come down here in the last 10 minutes? Chat, while we're waiting for this 4-hour close, there's nothing going on for the next 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Give me a sec. I wanna go say goodnight to my kids. It was Tuesday? Yeah, I think so. What wasn't nice? Hey, Nasia, right? You said something wasn't nice when I said something on Friday. You said that's not nice, Wix. What was it? I couldn't figure out what you were talking about. Let's talk about our feelings and braid our hair. Sure. To each other's, right? We just braid our hair to each other's. We connect like that, like it's fucking... like it's fucking Avatar. We connect to nature like that. Connect. That's how I connected to the goats today with my horns. Just locked to the horse. Nah, the length here, that's half my length that you see. Right, this here, right here, right? This is only half of my length. Right here, you see that? That's how long the hair is right now? That's only half. Because you lose half your length when it gets locked. Outside of that, this should be to the floor. Oh, the awkward stage, I know, yeah. I spoke about it, right? Is that awkward stage where you're not where it's not short enough to look good, but it's not long enough to do anything with, so you kind of end up looking goofy. It's like a 3 to 4 month stage where you're goofy looking, and then your hair looks great, and then you can do shit with it when it's long. For me, I was walking around with a hat. I was walking around with Yankee hats on for like half a year. Oh yeah, I got up for a reason, chat. I was going to see my kids. Give me a second. pushing, huh? We pushing. Talking about prop accounts and you laughed and lost a lot of money. So I said that wasn't funny. I still have made. Oh, I don't know. I don't even remember, honestly. All my comments are so off the cuff. I just it's nothing personal, just trolling, making jokes. This is like Forex stream / comedy seller.
Yo, what's the deal?
What up? What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's the deal? What's going on? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. How was your weekend?
It's good.
Nice Monday. Nice pre-Monday.
Pre-Monday, right? I'm getting ready for Monday right now. I don't know. Monday looking tough right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so energetic for Monday, but I would love like a Shmonday or something. I need a Shmonday. Yes. Anybody already have any positions tonight? Anyone in here? Took any trades already?
Nope, not yet. I know this only came up, came down.
It's highly likely we come back up here with 4-hour holds. 2002. I want to see. Oh wait, the 5 closed below, yeah. It's interesting. We might actually close below here. Look at the one driving. Why is this line so fat? Fuck the other line. We ain't coming up there this session. The 2009 can stay fat. Fat lines for private session. Line be eating good. 20 pip line, word. That be hit the gym. Ball lurking in the background. That's what it takes to bring him out. Lines? What lines where? You need to get in contact with Reza. He's been in Colombia for like a month.
Rez has been having some fun.
Can you make price bars font size big? I'm not sure what you mean.
Fun size? That's all I read. Fun size? Oh,
Price
I thought you said fun.
fonts font size. Yeah. Font size lines. It's not showing clearly. What you talking about?
Can you make price bars font size big? Bars? Maybe he's talking about the candles bigger? I don't think you can do that.
Yo, we just got a 4-hour closure, gang. I think we respect it here. Let's see. Let's see how we come down here. It's a strong bearish closure. Okay. Wow, and the daily's driving. Will this be the fill? I think we might hold, and how I will react to this. Ideally, we get a bullish closure here, 1530, and then a bottom wick breaking it. So if we can, this is still too early. Let's see how it reacts here. Because the issue is we can't take a sell because we didn't close below, but it's hard to take a buy right now because we did close massively bearish on the 4-hour. Right at support, right? But it doesn't mean we still don't come down for another 30 to 50 pips to create a bottom wick for the next 4-hour. So we need to wait for an indication of a change of structure, right? Or a break of structure first on the smaller time frame. So if we can come up and, whoops, close bullish here, probably on the 30, do something like this, and then the very next 30 of the new 4-hour does this again, and then flips bullish, I will take the flip here. If we start closing below on the 30, then I will look for top wicks. So if the 30 gets a top wick right now and starts closing back below 2001, 2002 area, 2002.1, then I will look for set top wicks, not too steep of a top wick, and drive down. I think if we close here in the 15, for example, the top wick that's needed is just to break this previous 15, just to flip the hourly bullish. That's all you need. And as they flip bearish again, then you can take. You can't take top wick entries for one reason. The hourly doesn't have a top wick, so at any time you flip, that might be the drive up as the 4-hour held support. So this might be a bottom wick to continue us up to 2007, 2009 area. It's a very small bottom wick on the previous 4-hour, right? It's interesting. Huh. gives the bullish flip. This gives the 4-hour top wick. If it doesn't want to come down, we'll have more confidence in it. What up, Bougie? If it wants to stay up, then we'll end up closing here relatively bullish. Alright, we got a bullish flip. We have a top wick. Can we continue down? Bit of an indecision area. I got a decision to make right now. I gotta either I go out there and calmly tell my kids to lay down, or the wrath of the mother will be unleashed if I don't do that. So I'm gonna go tell him, hey, look, I'm going to go tell him, hey, look, don't say any more.
Giving y'all warning.
It's in your best interest to
knock it off.
To just lay down quietly, because I ain't gonna be mad at you, but I feel like it's my duty. Like, I'm the lookout. I'm over here. Oh, shit, boys. Give me a second, chat. You know there are levels of cooking steak, rare, medium, well done, congratulations. No, there's one more. You know when you butterfly your shit? You know when you butterfly it, that's past congratulations. That's when you gotta come back around. That's the encore. When they butterfly, you'd be like, nah, double or nothing. Double or nothing, chef. Well played. Well played, chef. Neck myself there. I see someone go well beyond. Beyond well done. Or tell them, yo, don't butterfly it. Double butterfly it. You know, just have them cross it, split it open in the middle, both directions. Just tell them to create a tic-tac-toe puzzle out of your shit. That's not eating rubber. That's eating bacon. Steak bacon. Yeah, it's got to be more carcinogens than a cigarette. I want to see you eating it out the window. Just jerky. We created a top wick and now we're reflipping bearish, huh? Let's see, maybe we get a 5 closure below here right now. That would also be the 15 below, right? After we made a low, came up, made a top wick here, right? And now we're gonna close back bearish. We might be in off the rip here on the 15. I just want to see it close with a bottom wick. Oh, we might not be. We'll see. Because it might not close below, might come back up. Let's see. Let's see how we close. Oh, hold on. I need to flip the tape too. We close below 016 here. Seconds, huh? Lock it in, chat. Looking for a top wick here. See if we can get one. 15 did close strong bearish wick. If we can break the previous 15 high, chat, I think I would have a sell stop. Because that would us be flipping bullish on the hourly and then coming back down. Although we might. It's a really interesting tap. Huh. Yeah, after the 4 hour. Yeah, that's not. That was a really nice tap directly to that area we've asked for before, right? Just wanted it on a higher time frame. We got it here on the 15. I'm thinking about taking a sell here on the break of the low of the candle. I think. Let's see. If we can break the previous hourly high, yeah, the way it's coming up. If we can break this hourly high and then flip. Chat, I think we just broke the low there, right? Did we? I'm gonna take a sell here. We broke its own low after coming up, so I just took a sell off of the rebreak of the low there. And if we are to come up bullish, I believe we'll have to come down and rebreak these lows anyway before a drive. But for now, we are in a short position here. Let me post stops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did the whole thing move? Roughly to here. $107. And I understand Oh, I know, baby. Give me 1 second. Let me just explain this. I understand that okay. I understand also that we might see a rejection before eventual drives down there, or market might come up higher. So I'm looking to go break even at roughly the fill of the next range, which is here. It's going to be roughly 13, 14 pips in profit here. I'm going to go break even because I understand at this point we're going to have to make a decision, right? And the market might come up and come back. So we're going to secure some bacon once we get there. Okay, let's drop a few more pips. About 5 more pips to go break even. I'll probably close half, chat. I'll close half at about, what is it? This is going to be about 15 pips. Oh, a little bit more, I think. Strong rejection area, huh? Yeah, I'm looking at the higher time frame here. I think we should come down a little bit more. Hold on a second, chat. Okay, gang, I'm gonna close half my position here at 15 pips, and I'm gonna let the rest rock. I'm gonna go break even. Okay. Hold on a second, baby.
We got a runner!
Someone asked for it, right? Someone asked for it earlier today. Who said we need a runner? Chat. We're break even here. I closed half at 15, and I'm gonna see if we can ride it a little bit longer. I think at 98, I might close full. I think the 4 hour is gonna need a steeper wick. And it might run. I don't know, right? But maybe I'll take some more off the table. Okay. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to close. Stop. I'm going to close another 25% of my position. Alright, chat, here's what I did. I just closed another 25% of my position. Alright. I thought it was going to be 20, but it came out to 19 pips, and I'm going to let the remainder run down here. Hopefully, probably to 94. I'm going to do this like this, a little more conservative for the night. If we can get to 50 pips, great. That'll be our runner. 52. And that's it. All right, and stops are at break even, close 75%, my position 19, and that's win number 69 on the year. Congratulations, everybody. Let's update the record. Very simple here tonight, nothing too confusing. All right. Everybody understood? We came up, came down, made a low, closed really bearish on the 4 hour. Came 15 closed below. We came back up, tried to re-break the 30 highs. We didn't. We made a top wick for the 15. It re-broke its own low, and we took that. 6-9. Properties. Sells. Plus 19. Runner. Okay. That's it. Let it rock. I'm honestly, I'm not gonna touch it if it's gonna be either TP over here or break even. If it's gonna be 50 pips, 50 to these wicks, 51 pips. Okay, gang, and that's our session. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm looking to see if we could trail it anywhere. But I don't think I'm going to. I think we got a pretty decent entry. If we do end up pulling back here on the smaller time frames, I don't think it's going to be all the way up there. Oh, no bottom wick here. Huh? Huh. Chat, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. We come back, we come back. I don't want to touch it. I think the hourly has enough volume right now to drive it. The day, maybe we make a really steep bottom wick and then flip. Yeah, that's really... And no bottom wick. I'm not going to touch it. Because last time I closed it like that, on a strong 4-hour and hourly push, it just kept going. It said, forget your bottom wick, top wick. And we keep going. This is what it did last time. I'm almost done, baby. You want to go to bed? Chat, I might have to call it a early stream tonight. I'm like, ooh, we tapped this area on a dot, right? We had this. Huh. It's only 20 pips and I only have 20. It's only like 22 pips and I only got 20% of my position running. I'm gonna leave this, see if we can run through for another 20. We have volume to do it, right? Maybe we can run for another 20. Let's get a 50 pip move out of it. Chat, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I wanna put my kids to bed. They're both standing here. If this comes up, flips bullish, I think we have a good entry to survive. If you guys want, you can manage risk because 98 was the next. This was the next decision point, right? So we've tapped it on the dot and now we're making a decision. But I think we have enough bearish volume to drive to the bottom of the range on the higher time frame. And if we can do that here to just fill the hourly, just be a little cherry on top for a really great Sunday session, right? Will it? We don't know. All right, everybody, let's go to bed. Chat, give me 5-10 minutes. Hang out. Honestly, you guys can talk amongst yourselves because the mics are open. If anybody got questions or if anybody wants to discuss what they saw. And yeah, the mics are open and the cams are open, but I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes. So our night went better than the Eagles' night so far. Anybody close full here?
Honestly showed up late. I just watched the breakdown of the trade. I didn't even take it.
Closed 80%. Yeah, I closed 8 of the 10 lots I had. So I closed 80% as well. Right, that's why I don't even want to trail it or close here. I just want the runner to give me either full or because we've closed the majority of our position. Nice start to the week, Toby. Yeah, for sure.
Wix, would you just consider that trade a fake out?
No, not really. I just think we got a closure below the range here on the 15. The 4 hour was really bearish. Yeah, it closed support at support. But what we did first here, hold on, stop, don't pull my hand. Pull my other hand. Yeah. What we did over here mattered how the stop was created. We came down first on this candle, right? The 15 closed below, and then the very next candle came down first, came up, tried to re-break the high, and then re-flipped and re-broke its own low. And once it re-broke its own low, I knew that, I didn't know, but I figured this was going to hold with a lot of bearish higher time frame momentum. And if anything, we're just going to come down to the next area. So next area was here, 2000, where we managed risk, where we closed positions.
So more
where
just
we
a
moved
break.
to break even, and there's just a closure below the range on after, you know, bearish 4 hour, bearish 1 hour close. And then the next 15 was a gladiator candle, which was the closure below the range. Then the 15 after that gave us a top wick. It created a low. That was what was key. Created a low, then it came up and created a top wick, and then it rebroke its own low. And once it did that, we had about 15 pips of range for the next support. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna call it a session. Here, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm break even on the remainder of my position, but I got these two little munchkins here who aren't sleeping, and it's school night, and I want to go put them to bed before you guys know, before they end up staying here with me all night, and we end up taking more positions. No, that's not it. I don't know who might be watching tonight, chat. I don't know who might be watching. You never know who can sneak in a private session. Uh-oh, we're driving. I really want to hit this full TP on stream though. It's 50 pips. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna close full here at 40. I'm closing full here at 40. W, 40 pips tonight. Oh, you motherfucker!
That's insane.
Yeah, that tap TP.
Dubsties.
Yeah, that's it. Chat, I'm calling it. W. Big effing win.
See you boys in New York.
See you boys in London.
Oh yeah, right. Still got fucking 2 other
Don't
sessions
forget
after
about
this.
Kieran and Yanez.
3 sessions. Fuck.
And then Haas.
Oh yeah, you guys
Kieran,
are getting these in a row. Yeah, I don't think it got really close to full TP. It never really tapped it, but I'm happy with 40 pips W.
W's.
Hold on. You know what's cool? Hold on. I'm gonna bring this to the Monday session.
Chat.
We're gonna have to bring this to the Monday session. Sells plus 40.
Wix, can I plug Kieran's YouTube here or no?
You can, I mean, but this is the private session. Everybody, I think Kier is pretty loyal. I think everybody knows
Right.
Kieran's
It's still
stream.
good.
But yeah, you can post them. You can post all the
I'm
links here.
sure there's somebody. There's one person who does.
Yeah, definitely post all the links for the sessions that are coming up tonight. This was the only private session. The rest of the sessions, I think, for the rest of the week, except Elvis's. Elvis's session tomorrow. Today was public, but tomorrow his session is private. The pre-Asian
And then for the
session.
rest of the week.
And then for the rest of the week, everything is just public on YouTube. But see, I think for a lot of people, though, like the last few Sundays, way more than should have paid. Even just tonight, should have paid for your, you know, all your whatever's private on YouTube. It's just worth it. It's more of a close-knit group. If you guys had questions, you had chances to ask them, right? Don said he had an 80% month and hasn't hit a number again, so take things with a pinch of salt. Yeah, I had my last month was a 30% month. He outdid me last month. I think he did 40% last month. He outdoes me every month. He's just a really good trader. And like, it's not like the session has anything to do with it, right? Because like, I'm on his session as well. It's not like, oh, because he trades New York. And I trade New York as well. He's just kind of outdone me so far this year. He's just that good. He's
The man with both.
Yeah, he's fucking incredible. Like the things he picks up on is incredible. But anyway, all right, chat. I think I'm gonna call it a session here. We closed full there at 40. If anyone's still holding, just make sure your stops are profit at least, or and break even at least. Other than that, I'll see you guys. Kieran's streaming pre-London, I think at midnight. Right? Yanaz is streaming 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I don't remember. For London.
Kieran should be 2 hours from now, and then Yanez is
No.
1 hour after.
Okay, and Huss will be streaming at like 4 or 5 a.m. and then Don was streaming at 6 or 7 a.m. Like, yeah, there's a packed day for everybody, packed night. Alright, chat. Have a good night. Love and wisdom to you all. Zoom, thank you for coming through. YouTube, thank you for coming through. Mods, Bougie. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later. W.
See you later. Thank you for the streams.
Peace, boys.
Later, guys.
Oh yeah, go follow the IG. Let's build the IG up. Good night, everybody.